Hi, it's Anne McDowell. I'm an inspirational author, speaker, and transformational mentor. Welcome to my laser training on creating eternal optimism and redesigning your thinking to transform your life. Wow, when we hear transformation, we think, oh, gee, transformation sounds scary, but it's really not. And these strategies that I've got for you today in this laser training are really easy to do. You'll actually think, wow, they're so common sense. Why did I think of that before? But sometimes it helps that somebody points it out to you. So this is what I'm going to be doing for you today. It's going to be really quick, and the strategies are going to be nice and easy to adopt, and you're going to really wonder why you haven't done them before. And you will notice immediate changes, and that's the most amazing thing. So let's get started. I'm an eternal optimist. That means that I, generally am bubbly and happy all the time. I do have down days, but I've used my strategies in order to refocus my thinking so that I can really start to, be aware of where I am and what I'm thinking, and wondering if that thinking really serves me. If it doesn't serve me, I think, well, hey, I need to change my thinking in order to get back to where I need to be, get in my groove, so that I can then move forward and do the things that I want to do. We're going to talk about a few things here, so let's get started. So strategy number one is that you are in control of what you think. Yes, you are. You're in control of what you think on every single second of every single day. While other people might tell you what to think and what to do, it's really about your ability to really process some information and process things that are around you. And if you find that you're feeding negative information into your mind, such as, oh, I can't do this, oh, that's going to be difficult, oh, woe is me, everything happens to me, in a bad way, then unfortunately that's what's going to happen, because our brains are amazing computers. But the data or the information that we put into our brains is reflective of what we get into our life. So if we're experiencing a lot of negative stuff that's happening in our life, it's because somehow, somewhere along the line, we are feeding our brain, our computer, negative information. So what we need to do is change that. So we need to start putting in positive information and positive affirmations about who we are, what we do, what our talents are, our good characteristics, or whether we're kind or generous or compassionate, understanding. We need to bring those things back in and identify what we're really good at. Sometimes when the going gets tough, we tend to forget all the good things about ourselves. So what I want you to do is to write a list of the things that you are really good at. It might be the compassions that you have, or you might be really good at cooking, or you might be really good at carpentry, or I don't know, whatever it is. You just need to decide what it is that you're really good at. Start writing it down so that you can then look at in the badder times and the times where things aren't as happy. You need to be able to then feed your brain and your information really positive things about yourself. Things such as, I can succeed, I will succeed, I'm good at this, I just need, I need to keep trying. I know that with every step that I take, I'm getting closer and closer towards that end goal. Every little tiny step counts. So with your thinking and the fact that you have control over your thinking, you need to identify what information you're feeding to your brain. And if it's not as positive as you might like, then you can change it. You can change that. And it's great. Vibing positive music, getting out into the sun, or getting outdoors, or doing the things that you love to do will help you regain that sense of positivity about yourself. So that's strategy number one. Strategy number two is identify what is holding you back. You might think to yourself, well, I've been really successful, or I've been really happy, but, things have just piled up on top of me and I just can't seem to get on top of it in order to move forward. But what I want you to do is to write down, and you're going to do a lot of writing here, and a lot of thinking and a lot of writing. So you're going to actually write down some of the things that might be holding you back. You might have lost your job, for example, and you're finding it hard to get another one. You might be alone at the moment, and you're not in a relationship because something happened with the one that you're in, or you're looking for that right one. The thing about it is there might be things that you're doing subconsciously that are sabotaging where you want to be. And the only way that you're going to be able to work out if that's so is to write some of the things down or see if there's any patterns in what's happening. It might be that, a succession of things have gone wrong, and therefore, you feel a bit of insecurity about yourself or meeting the right person or having a loving relationship or doing well in your job. Things might have gone a little bit pear-shaped for you before. But if you then start to change what information you put into your brain, number one, which we talked about, and number two, identify some of the things that might be holding you back, such as fear or, not being clear about what you want, or self-doubt, a bit of a lack of self-confidence or self-doubt creeps in, then it's hard to then, or it could appear to be hard to get back to where you need to be. But writing them down and identifying them is a key step in being able to eliminate them. So, with that, I know that fear is a really big thing in holding people back, because it might be that somebody suggests something to do something new, and your immediate reaction is that, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Oh, I'm really scared. And basically, you're scared. You're scared of putting yourself out there. You're scared of putting yourself in a situation where you might not thrive. You're scared of being a failure, basically. But the thing about it is there is no such thing as failure. There is no such thing as defeat. It's that particular way at that particular time wasn't the best strategy. So you pick yourself up and you try again, and you do something else that will work. Now, the big players in the game, they will tell you that they have failed at what they perceive as the word failed in inverted commas. They've failed at a lot of different things in their life, but they don't look at it as failure. They look at it as strategies that didn't quite work. So they change it. That's the beauty about it, is that you're not locked into doing it the same way that didn't work before. So if it doesn't work, okay, no problem. That one didn't work. On to the next one, and on to the next one, and on to the next one, so that you understand that it is a continual let's move forward. I just want to talk about fear just for a few seconds. Fear can be an acronym which I've heard of quite a bit, which is fantasized experiences appearing real. In other words, the fear that we have about something happening or something potentially going wrong is what we're fantasizing in our brain that might happen. Oh, I might not be able to do that because I'm going to look stupid. Oh, I might not be able to do that because and we're often fantasizing and imagining the worst. What we need to do is flip that and imagine the best. Yay! How easy is that? And so what if it doesn't work? You need to tweak it and move it and manipulate it and mold it so that it does work for you the next time. It's that easy. And it's not letting your pride get in the way, because what the fear is based on pride, and we don't want to look silly in front of other people. We don't want to appear to, in that inverted commas bit, fail in front of other people. And that's our pride talking. So what we need to do, and that's okay, the sense of pride is good, but what we need to do is realize that is holding us back, and we need to get rid of it. So next strategy number 3, is get clear on what you want. Often we say things like, oh yes, I want more money. Yep, well, 20 cents is more money. Oh, I want to be more successful. Okay, well, what's your definition of success? We have to get clear on exactly what we want. So if it's money, so let's talk about money for a second. If we just say, oh, I want more money, well, I want more money in the bank. Great start, but that's not really defined enough, because 20 cents, 30 cents, $1 is more money in the bank. So you have to actually get clear on the specifics. So that means that you have to state what it is and how much it is to the zero, okay? So it's a little bit, we have to tell the universe, God, the creator, whomever you or whatever you believe in, we have to tell people what we want. Otherwise, and we need to know ourselves. We need to know ourselves before we can really tell other people what we need and what we want, so that that can manifest and happen. Leonardo da Vinci says, it's long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment didn't sit back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. In other words, you create your own destiny. You create that sense of, oh, this is what I want, this is where I'm going. But you have to take action to do that. All right? So let's move on to strategy number 4, is keeping yourself happy. Now, that's not always easy. Things happen, and, sometimes we're blindsided, and that's because we haven't always listened to the messages that we've been getting from the universe about things, and then they go, here you go, I'm going to do something that makes you sit up and listen. But with keeping yourself happy, it's an active thing. You don't just suddenly think, right, I'm going to become happy tomorrow, and then it happens. You actually have to do things to make you happy. Such as you can listen to really upbeat music or your favourite music that you like that gives you a good spirit and good vibe. You can get out into the sunshine. You can go and get out into nature. You can do some exercise. You can do, read your favourite book or watch your favourite video or something like that really lifts your spirits. But it's an active thing, and it's the information that you feed into your brain and into your mind. It's, identifying what's holding you back. So, because these are the steps, identifying what's holding you back and getting rid of it. It's getting crystal clear on what you want. All of these steps lead to keeping yourself happy. Okay, so that was strategy number 4, keep yourself happy. And I identified all the lead up steps to that. Strategy number 5 is a big one, and it's take action. That means that you have to do something in order for things to change. You can't just say, right, I want it to happen, and it happens. You play an incredibly big part in making things happen. If you don't make things happen, then things won't happen. Okay? You have to really be a player in your life. I often say to people, do you feel like you're in the driver's seat of your life? Or do you feel like you're in a taxi being taken somewhere that the taxi driver feels like taking you? Or he or she takes you the long way? Or, you're going to one place, you want to go to the beach and he takes you to the mountains. So you have to be active in your life. You have to be in the driver's seat of your life. So that means that you have to actually make things happen. What you're doing by these strategies is you're laying the ground rules. You're laying down what the foundation is that you actually want to achieve and do you want to have. You're identifying the things that might hold you back from that. You're also identifying keeping yourself happy, because with that, when we're going to talk about this just a second before I move on to the last strategy, and with the take action part, is that when you operate with happiness, when you have a happy vibe, happy vibey things start to happen to you. If you operate with, let me put it this way. Think about the time when something has gone wrong and you feel pretty awful about it. Whether you might be angry, you might be upset, you might be, hurt or whatever. And think about that day. Think about the things then that happen as a consequence of you feeling in that horrible state. Well, with that, the laws of attraction come in, and that means that if you're negative, then negative things start to happen. if you keep yourself positive and happy, happy things happen. See, it's a law of attraction. Like attracts like. That's why it's so, so important to keep yourself happy and to keep taking action towards your goals, towards making things happen. The more action you take, the happier you are, the clearer you are, the fact that you've eliminated your fears and the doubts and the things that are holding you back, and the fact that you're in control of your thoughts, all leads you to living the life that you want to live. See? It's easy. But you have to keep doing it. And you can't give up. And if something happens to you that's not that great, then you can't allow yourself to fall into the depths of despair. You have to go, okay, that wasn't so great, but tomorrow's a new day. Tonight's a new day. I have to move forward. I have to, move on. I have to learn the lesson so that it doesn't repeat itself, and then move on. And the last strategy that I've got for you today is repeat. Repeat steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and repeat 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, the thing about it is that it is a continual thing. And I'm going to recap. I'm going to recap the strategies for you so that you can really get crystal clear on what you need to do in terms of the strategies. So, number 1 was you are in control of what you think. Every second you need to be in the driver's seat of your car, not the passenger seat. Okay. Number 2, identify what is holding you back. Write down your fears, your self-doubt, and we need to get rid of them. Let them go. Okay. Number 3, get clear on what you actually want to achieve. Get clear on it. Number 4, keep yourself happy. Number 5, take action. And number 6, repeat. See how easy it is? So every step, every day, every little bit by little bit is going to help you. Now, that was the laser training for today with 6 strategies that you can implement right now. If you want more information, I have more information for you. I've just written a book on creating eternal optimism, redesign your thinking and transform your life in 30 days. So that actually takes you on a 30-day journey, and I've designed this amazing journey with actual steps that you need to take on a daily basis to help you redesign your thinking and transform your life into what you want to. So why am I doing this? Because I believe that life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Okay, so, this is the passion that I live by. If you want more information, you can contact me. My book is available on Amazon, Kindle, my website, and it's also available on eBay. So there's lots of places you can get it. All right, you have a fantastic day. Remember what I said and get back in that driver's seat of your life. Okay, have a great day. Bye.